Well, guys, I am back. I have made one new moveset. It's basically basically this one, but if they were not, and also if you go over here, this one technically has two demons inside. Also, this move, its name is temporary. I tried to figure out a name for this character, so just Pyro. Also, the second one's me, basically, but without the S in my channel. And if you, recognize stuff pretty easily, you'll see that I just copied and pasted it in here, because it's basically this, but made to counteract using Brawler, Machine Hatred, and the Team Moveset. These and this one are both on par, and that one, but this one is slightly buffed for the counters. Basically, it can survive one shot moves, and even parry the purple and red right back at them. Which will pass over the yes, I changed my avatar. One thing I don't know why is my sword gray or whitish? Also, want to know something about this character? I have no teleport. They have two side dashes, but their back dash is something longer, as I can finally that. And you can use it as a weapon. But that's only for the agility mode. For the combo and damage mode, it's just this. But you'd have to turn your camera with it to actually look at the one, or else this would happen. Which it is useful after you get it. Yeah, this one's obviously more skilled than this one, because this one has to rely on their abilities, like on the gravity manipulation and the fire. This one technically doesn't have any abilities other than channeling both demons' powers into them, which is why this is here, Dual Minds. Their brother had a water and ice technique, basically Urame, but with water as well. And we got this move. Again, like in my last video, I think, where the dummies were like all like stun frames where they were on the ground. Yeah, this was what happened, because I imagine that. Yeah, I'm wondering when this game will just work for and stuff. We got Lethal Skyrim. I'm gonna go Jody's first. Split second cuts. Also, by the way, this one, both those, the first line of moves, that's their original base. this one, you press R twice. Press once, you get this part. Press once, you get this part. Split second cuts. Oop. I messed it up. Also, what you do with this, you actually, instead of like, you get the gun. And then, you do the utmost cleave. Also, I really like that move. I really like it. Then you have Don't Give Up. As any move that has like zero is also one of Ira's, okay, her brother's things, because they have martial arts. Meanwhile, they only know like sword combat, basically weapon combat. There we go. You're coming with me, and we're going back over here. Okay. And then we got the either way. The damage will be a lot less though, because I feel like that'd be obvious. I like this, and this at the end. Where's my toggles? Here they are. Oh, the multipliers. I have to turn my damage down to 0.5. Which I just passed, of course. 0.5. There you go. Now that can go back to normal. And we got Lethal Dive. Basically, the whole thing is you want to uppercut. That's hard to land, isn't it? Alright, we'll just take that out. I take that works. I think for getting is at the top and at the bottom. As if they want to chronological order of released a lot changed a little better once. Also, the finish was just except instead of like actual phase, like your sword down instead of just stuff. And hey, YouTube, I don't care if that's morbid, because most of the time, a lot of my characters do stop a lot. So you get demonetized because I don't gain anything with anything. I'm not even monetized yet. I just jump off of them and then snap them? Wait, hold on a second. Also, the art animation is basically just, it's basically this, but immediately after you shoot, your blade which is this. For anyone who doesn't know what a sword is after you're done, this is a sheath. Same with any broadswords. I don't know why these animated trait wearing on their back. That's pretty stupid. Practically. I would. And just artless. This. Let's have it to the left. And also, if someone does actually attack you during it, you'll just kick them away. You'll basically... I hate you, Travis. Stop. It'll basically just do what Hammer Heel does. Just kick them back, but instead of going to the side, they'll go forward instead. Or wherever they're looking. Alright. The first agility, basically, is this, which... I think... Oh. Could I actually make... I mean, it'd be stupid though. Yeah, but that's the move. I've got enigmatic strike. Fuck. Slices. Slices. Not strikes. There we go. And, me, technically, the entity, mine's basically, I just strengthen and speed up their body and motion, basically. Which is why this. So the finisher for this part would be that you just stab it into that. And you just which, when you stab them, pierce their heart. Pushing. Yeah, that's supposed to. But if you click it twice, instead of doing this, you just do that. AKA this. Yeah, if you click it at the right time, like before you do flash strike, which will be when these guys start dashing. Like that. Yeah, if you click it. backs all on the ground. Just one. Also, if you're wondering why the games have the teleport dash, they never learned that technique actually. This one, what they did is they were focusing on, hey, I should be damage instead of trying to run. And now we have Rapture Dance. This is one where their brother, let's not even I decided of what to name this move and what to name the character. Don't get lost. Fine. Back really quick. Anyway, I am back, and I got my dinner. Chili dogs, and basically a whole little thing. There we go. I got some tea. Just in case my throat decides to, hey, I'm gonna fuck you over and make you choke. Or, whatever that happens whenever you eat too much before you can chew and you accidentally swallow before you're done. Alright, lethal scatter. It's just shove. You'll do more damage. And any move that has swords will do bleed damage. Like this. This will do bleed damage. I already showed you it. This will not do bleed damage. No bleed damage, bleed damage, bleed damage, bleeding damage, bleed damage, bleed damage, a little bit of bleed damage, no bleed damage. This doesn't have any. Doesn't have any. Doesn't have any. Does. Well, technically, only if they get hit by the flash strike, which they do. So. This does bleed damage, and any attack that's deals basically soul damage, something like in Jujutsu Beatdown, how Yuji has his whole, hey, I'm gonna soul dismantle you. Basically, you hit them 4 times with something that has like zero move with it. They'll get stunned for about 5 seconds, and slowly, basically wither away as their souls getting mainly attacked, and most people's soul is weak. The only people in the original character roster that's immune to that would be Hero Hunter both forms, Destructive Cyborg, as they do not have a soul. It's a cyborg. It's a robo. It's a clanka. KJ and if we get rid of you, Sorcerer. The rest of the people in the roster, and also besides you, or you, would take the bleed damage. No, not bleed damage. The soul damage. And also the teamers would take damage from the soul too. So I forgot to show all this. Stand down. So you know the finisher of Hunter's Class? You'll do the finisher, then you just like throw them out of the way like this normally when you're not finishing someone. So just imagine that when I do this, before throwing them, I send them down twice, then throw them. Which is why it's called stand down. Yeah, only this part. The rest of the move, like this, isn't, because you only get a small enough window to spam a counter. This part. Lethal strikes. That, let me just get the new dummy. That. And we got Binding Barrage. Yeah, also, after you hit them with this, you temporarily wrap cloth around their legs so they can't dash. You can't do any dashes, and after they run for like this for a while, they trip. Basically, they just fall and become ragdoll for about like 3 seconds before finding a way to get up. Pretty sure I have another one like that. Yeah, this. Also, this character has a passive where the more people they kill, the stronger, my presence inside them grows. Meaning, any move that has, my whole thing in it would get a bit stronger. Not too much. And hey, I just noticed I can actually see my sword now. Yeah, but and also, as a bonus, they'd get a speed buff to like this. But that's it. And soon, I might think of reworking this one as there's really only 2 variants. I'm probably gonna rework it, like, heavily. These future few weeks, maybe. Well, that is if I actually figure out what I want to do with it and all. Most of the moves will stay the same, but I'll just add more ult bars. Yeah, they actually have an ult. I just, I didn't make it yet, unfortunately. So I'll be on that later. But now it is time to save my creation. My creation! Said Mr. Evil Scary Guy that builds things that are scary.
Yeah, I find it pretty funny that I literally only have like 2 corners to fill out now. Unless you count these two, but I already have stuff there. And I have all this here, right here. Oh my god. Yeah. Well, catch you later and stay safe. Like, honestly. Bye bye.